Hey guys, I'm Purist and welcome to Fallout New Vegas. Whew. Tell you what, I had a horrible couple days. Oh, the you know what? Never mind. Hope you guys are having a wonderful week, by the way. I couldn't sleep last night because it was so goddamn humid. Let me tell you how humid it was. Pretty sure it was like 70%. That's so fucking ridiculous. That shouldn't be a thing. Let me just go back. I forgot you can't go back on this app. Fuck you, app. Anyway. Last time, we're nearing the end of Old World Blues. For real this time. We just got into, the century of Dr. Mobius. And found out he's actually, just as damaged as the rest of those fuckers. So, and he actually has possession of my brain, so now we're gonna talk with it. Let's find out what it has to say. Probably good things. Hopefully good things.
Well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Why does my brain sound so masculine?
Well, as to that, you'd be surprised how hard a feminine-sounding voice modulator is to find in the Forbidden Zone. It's not as though brain-sustaining life support tanks grow on trees. I had to take what I could get.
So you're my brain.
Lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
I am extremely hungry, but that's not the point. Why the fuck are you such a dick?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote, as if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
Okay, first off, I haven't actually gone to the vaults. You know how I feel about the vaults. My character, it's claustrophobic, okay? It's claustrophobic, and they have evil shit in there. So we don't actually go diving around tetanus-infested vaults or whatever. And two, you're my brain. You're supposed to make those decisions, you stupid fuck.
I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are.
Yes, but your endocrine system, it's focused in the center of your brain. It's part of the brain, you stupid. I'm not kidding. This line pisses me off because this is like, glands, they come from glands, which are focused in the brain. Look up Wikipedia. And you know where, all those glands are? They're focused in the little, cavity inside your brain. So fuck this fucker telling me who knows fucking... I know biology, and my sister's a nurse, so I fucking know this. Actually, a bit better than nurse, but that's the. Also, I need to turn this up. Actually, no. By the way, I can do that. Settings. Just a little bit of voice up a little bit, and master it up a little bit too. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, not that shit. I mean, it is kind of fun, a little bit.
Fun? Fun? Is tetanus fun? Is rickets? What about sepsis, huh? Enjoy that, do we? The things you do with our body are suicidally dangerous, and if you could silence your glandular impulses, you would hear me screaming at you!
I'm about to pop something. I was gonna say, I'm about to have an aneurysm, but that requires me to have a brain to actually have one. So I don't know what'll pop if I do. That's like the weird thing about this, because they say that they've like taken out your brain, your spine, and your heart. The brain is replaced by like some kind of like antenna that like, you know, surely transmits all the stuff that your that your brain in your body requires to actually have, while still being separate from your body. Same with your spine. Spine is just like, replaced by like, wires, I guess. And your heart is replaced by a pump. I mean, the heart is basically the most easiest one to technically replace in your body, considering you can just literally do that with an aquarium pump. Okay, maybe not that. Maybe not one, but two, because you need to have one to, go through one area and like inflate the other area, so it makes it. Anyway, biomechanics is weird. It's why I want to replace all my body parts with superior alternatives. I don't want to know how they work. I just want to know that they work. I thought you would be happy to get back into my head, right? Back in the old brain case. Isn't that going to be fun?
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
I mean, he does have a point, though. Like, I mean, that's essentially why I want to, ascend past this mortal plane and, inject myself into a computer. Because, I mean, I'm technically almost too old for it to happen in my lifetime, but I hold out hope. I hold out hope that it's going to be great. Did I just... Is that... Oh no, that's just markings in this. I thought I spat on my screen during my recent tirade. It's fine. I do need to clean my screen in a second. But... No. I really need to get diagnosed. ADHD. Anyway. Too bad I've got arms you don't. Fuck you, monkey can grasp. Here you go. God, why am I so fucking loopy today? He says while ingesting, his third caffeinated drink today. That's beside the point. What am I? You know what? I kind of see your point. What can I do to make this a fair compromise, huh?
If you want me back, we need to establish some ground rules.
Okay.
First, showers. Second, regular checkups. Regular, mind you, and from a reputable doctor.
What?
That Julie Farkas woman, for example, she seems to know a thing or two. Third, you need to listen to me more than your hormonal choir and genitalian orchestra. Promise me that.
Hormonal choir and genitalian orchestra. Dude, I kind of want that on a shirt. Want to listen to some... Hey girl, want to listen to some music? It's by a band called My Genitalian Orchestra. Are you interested? I don't know.
And you've got a deal.
So... Okay, one... I'm not... Do you know how hard it is to get a shower in the post-apocalyptic wasteland? I'm not sure about that, fool. Two, I can't see the idea of regular doctor checkups, but to be honest, most things I can like just strap together with like duct tape. It's fine. I do agree. Julie Farkas is kind of cute, but I don't know. So you just stay here then, never leaving that tank of whatever the fuck that is.
Well, certainly there might be some things I miss about being ambulatory. We have seen some incredible sights, haven't we?
Yeah.
Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown.
Yeah.
Helios 1 coming back online.
Yes.
But still, given the tremendous, potentially life-ending peril that went along with those, yes, I'd rather stay here.
Well, if you like being stuck in there so much, maybe I'll just leave you then.
Oh no, please don't leave me here in this nice, safe dome where I have access to nutritive fluids and a fully indexed library.
Dude, he sounds like me for real. Oh no, whatever will I do to, stay here trapped with my games and my books behind me and... Oh no! Oh no, whatever will I do?
Please don't deprive me of being dragged through a landscape so bleak it was actually improved by the end of the world. I don't know how I could bear it.
Well, evidently you got the sarcasm gland or whatever. Look, okay. Look at Dr. Mobius and the think tank. Do you want to end up like them? Because I'm pretty sure that's how you end up like them. Stay here without, any other exterior stimuli. You're just so mad. And addicted to mentats, apparently.
It's true, the brains here have experienced some degree of deterioration. I'm confident that with a few decades of work, I can solve the problem.
Dude. I can solve the problem. I mean, granted, we can know how to repair stuff sometimes. And you do know where we come from, right? We aren't exactly the smartest tool in the shed. As evidenced by that last statement. You get what I'm saying, though. What makes you think we, meaning you, can like think up a solution to these guys' problem that they've had more than 200 years trying, well, maybe not try and focus on, but like over 100 years trying to focus on, and then they just went mad. Never mind. Let's talk about something else.
Of course you do. How scintillating.
How the hell did Mobius get a hold of you?
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
Seems like a pretty unlikely coincidence.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
So, how do you manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
I mean, to be honest, yeah, the trauma of like having been extracted from your from my body probably would have been, yes, very traumatic. Well, that answers that, I guess.
Well, as long as your curiosity is satisfied.
Fine. You know what? You can stay here. It's not like I need this.
Oh no, you don't need this hassle. You're too busy treating your body like a canvas of sucking flesh wounds to deal with your brain.
Okay then. I'm going. I'm going out the door.
Good, go!
I will.
Fine!
Great.
I know it's great.
Well, so long then, and going back to the think tank, they promised to let me out, you know? Go back to the wider wasteland and stuff.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
What? Come on, we have to stop him and stuff.
We have to do no such thing. Just don't bring them the tools they need to get out.
So you're saying you let the think tank out with us?
You're trying to appeal to my ego now, aren't you? Well, let me tell you something about ego, my friend. Ego does not come from a gland. That's all intellect. And I'll be damned if I'm going to float here and let them put one over on us. What's the plan?
Okay. I'll handle the braids. You stay here. If the think tank will hold up their bargain, we'll make them. Let's go.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us.
Oh, yeah.
Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Okay, I don't want to know how that worked, but yeah, autodock retrieve my heart and my spine. Spine? All right. Now what does that actually give me data stats. Status. Perks. It's perks, isn't it? Oh, where are you? Yeah. Spineless. Yes, torso can no longer be crippled. And the strength in DT has been increased by +1. I think we'll rather keep that. Heartless. Cannot be poisoned and filters in your heart walls to regulate bleeding and healing. Allowing for all healing items to be function at a higher level. Robots are now confused by you and 50% less likely to store crits. And brainless. Head can no longer be crippled and resistant to chem addiction. And shock from bodily damage. 5% damage threshold minimum +1. Which one do we want to... I'm kind of thinking... We get our brain back. But we, but we keep our artificial heart and spine, I think. Yeah. Now where do we go to make this happen? Now, is this going to be filled with scorpions or not? Hopefully not. Would be good if we did. Look how weird these are. Look at the other side. Data. Optional sync auto dog. Retrieve heart and spine. Okay, so I just need to imprisonment. I suppose I could just like resave. What do you call it? Yeah, just like quick save and reload if I don't like it. So yeah, let's travel back to the sink. Do this. Quick save. 5. Hey, auto doc.
You require some additional services?
I do indeed.
And rightly so, I should think. Alright then, let me just fire up the old interface for you.
Swap body parts. Place heart back in my chest. Lost Heartless perk. Cardiac Arrest perk. Your heart is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. You are less resistant to poison, and robots are only somewhat confused by you. 25% less likely to store critical hit now. But on the bright side, healing items are twice as effective. Plus 50%. Oh yeah. That's cool. If I only had a heart.
You require some additional services?
I need my spine.
And rightly so, I should think.
Give me my spine. We attach my spine. Plus the spineless perk. Reinforced spine. Spine's embedded body with some advanced technologies remain. Your torso can now be crippled, but my strength and damage threshold has doubled. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I like these. I like how it's a perk. It's perk. Quotation marks. We are now fully reunified with our constituent body parts. And also, I just want to see the implants. Yeah, HP AP from proof. That's 20,000. What? How much money do I have? 44. Aha. Not much. Okay. The client awaits. Be sure to be prepared to finish this once and for all. Yep, I'm pretty sure I am. Look, you can tell they're, you know, kind of bad because they're all evil now. And red. Hello, fellas and gals. How you doing? Hi. Whiny.
The lobotomite returns.
Hi.
Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
You may have noticed the pacification field is down. Guess what happens now?
A fight? I've never been in a fight. What do I... Colleagues! Think tank! Alert! Alert! We are under attack! Blast it with
This
the
one
radio
looks pretty
beams
tough.
already!
Oh god.
No more impacts.
Yep. Just. I'm good. I'm good at this. I'm good. Yes. Medics. Shut up. I know I'm addictive.
I can't give you anything for that injury.
Good to have a little space that I can hide. Very nice.
I can't give you anything for that injury.
Okay, we've gotten rid of 3.
I can't give you anything for that injury.
When I find it, it's going in the Schrödinger box.
I can't give you anything for that injury.
One more. Nice.
Fighting over.
Here we go. Video had to end like this, but guess that's how it is. Oh, he had a meeting people on him. Don't know how that works, but okay. Getting a lot of like NG weapon ammo. Dr. O. Oh yeah, this was the kinky one, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, Dollar. Wait, was it Dollar? No, O was the one who couldn't speak. Dollar is the one that's the kinky. Yeah. The kinky. Yeah. Oh, she has a teddy bear.
You're my best friend forever.
Yeah. Okay. What do I have to things? Why is there two things? Oh.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest
That's
minds
here.
of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him over much. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome gained a frontier town feel, with the few modules installed. They shouted at each other across the HQ occasionally, either threatening each other or announcing a discovery. It kept things lively. Secretly, the Sync Central Intelligence Unit was relieved that not all of the personality chips had been found. What was there was enough.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
Oh yeah.
As the courier ran through the X8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was. or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it, without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ, and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
The think tank basement, filled with lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The monitors had recorded the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams, whimpers, and pleas for mercy. They broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that other smarty pants were not welcome. The courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the think tank dome.
Indeed.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues. It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning. Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Ooh. Lost the brainless perk. Gained big brain perk. Your brain is now back in your body with some of the advanced technologies remain. Your head still cannot be crippled, but you're only 10% more resistant to addiction now. Surprisingly, your damage stressor was improved by 10% minimum, plus 1 DT. You've acquired the Big Mountain Transportal Ponder. It's capable of transporting you, and you alone, between the Mojave Wasteland and Big Mountain. To return to Mojave, or go back to Big Mountain from the Mojave, simply equip the Transportal Ponder as you would any weapon, pull the trigger, and away you go. Note it won't work in interiors or in combat situations, and is totally incapable of harming your enemies. Hey, level up as well. Let's. I was a bit hindered by speech earlier, so Oh, should 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each 1, 2, 3. Continue. Now, what do I want? No, not shotgun. Bloody mess. Fast metabolism, 20% health bonus. Yeah. I never really find any stim packs anyway. Finesse. Higher chance to store critical hits on an opponent combat equivalent to 5 extra points of luck. It's training, like belly, life giver. Equipping host rate 50% faster. Tag. Tag perk allows you to select the fourth skill to be tag skill, which instantly raises it by 15 points. Toughness, I think. Yep. Done. Alright. That's Old World Blues done. Next time, well, we're going to be going back to the Mojave. Doing a little bit of that stuff. And, we have 3 more DLC packs to go. I'm not sure if we want to immediately go on to the next one or do another plot mission beforehand, then do it. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. So, I mean, if you can help me in the comments to decide, that'll be fun. But, yeah. That'll be it for today. Hope you enjoyed, wherever you are. I've been Purist, signing off.